Today I'd like to tie for you a pink and Partridge quill. The hook I have in the vise is a 2457. This is a size 10. This is 2 extra heavy, 2 extra wide, and 2 extra short. And it is by Green Caddis Outfitters, greencaddis.com. I'm going to use 8/0 black thread. This is about 70 denier. I'm going to put that base of thread down. And we're going to come partially around the hook shank. Then go ahead and break that off. I'm going to use hand strip peacock quills. These are pink and they are the Polish quills. And I have a couple of them soaking, and you may need to use 2 because these aren't real long, but you may need to use 2 on this size of a hook. Now you look at the quill and you can see on the bottom of this quill is a dark strip. We're going to tie that in with the dark strip towards the bottom. I'm going to tie that in and continue the thread up, tight turns up to the top. You don't want to have any spaces for the quill to fall into. Now you can take some head cement or super glue and put it on the shaft, but I'm going to cover this with Deer Creek Diamond Fine when I'm done wrapping. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this quill. And we started with the skinnier part towards the bottom. And as you can see, I might not have enough quill to do this complete body. I'm going to stretch my hackle pliers out there a little bit more. I'll get an extra wrap out of that. And I'm going to go ahead and tie that down right there. I'm going to take the second one. I'm going to start that tie-in with the heavy part. And this way we will have a better matchup. And we'll just continue on. And that broke, so we'll just start again. And we're going to carry that up to about 3/4 the length of the hook shank and tie that off. Now I'm going to take my Deer Creek Diamond Fine UV resin, and I'm not going to put a lot on there. Just going to let a drop come out. And I'll take my bodkin needle and spread it around. Give it a couple of seconds and that will settle. And then we'll hit it with our UV light. It only takes about 3 seconds for this to dry. But of course, being human, we need to go longer. And there we have our nice pink quill body. Now for a thorax, I'm going to take my Deer Creek Northern Lights Super Select Seal Fur in pink. And I'm just going to dub this on pretty thin. Then we're going to wrap that. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the really long hairs there. I'm going to take a partridge feather. I'm going to tie it in with the concave side to the shank. And I already have the top removed. We're going to tie that in by the tip. And remove the excess. I'm going to go ahead and put my hackle pliers on that and wrap that. And tie that off. Put a couple wraps in front. You could even bring it back and lash that down and break that off. I'm going to hold everything towards the rear and tie the head. And I'm going to tie back on those hackles slightly. Now the dubbing that we had on there is going to tend to hold the hackles almost like 90 degrees or something close to that. Take our whip finish. Pull that nice and tight. Instead of putting head cement on, I'm going to put the diamond fine on there. And we'll get that quickly with our UV light. And here we have a quill body partridge in pink. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.